Hello and welcome back. I think you are curious and enthusiastic to know more about data analysis. In the previous 3 videos, we were doing descriptive analysis. In this video, we will give an introduction on testing of hypothesis. A hypothesis is an assumption or a statement that may or may not be true. For example, a researcher may have a doubt regarding whether gender influences the perception on job commitment or not. The researcher can collect data on perceived job commitment from both male and female workers from relevant segments and examine whether job commitment is gender neutral or gender oriented. Hence, hypothesis testing plays a crucial role in inferential statistics. Now let's discuss the various concepts associated with the testing of hypothesis. The first of them is null hypothesis. The hypotheses that are proposed with the intent of being rejected are called null hypothesis. For example, if we want to prove that the average wage of skilled workers in one town is greater than that of another, we formulate the null hypothesis that there is no difference in the average wage in both towns. A null hypothesis is usually denoted by H0. The next concept is alternative hypothesis. It is the logical opposite of the null hypothesis. The alternative hypothesis is denoted by H1. Next concepts are one-tailed and two-tailed tests. A test is called one-tailed when the rejection region falls only one side of the sampling distribution. For example, suppose a set of null hypotheses that the mean is less than or equal to 10. The alternative hypothesis would be that the mean is greater than 10. The region of rejection would consist a set of numbers greater than 10. A test is called two-tailed or two-sided test when the rejected value falls on either sides of the sampling distribution. For example, if we hypothesize a value that is equal to 10, the test gives an indication of two-tailed, for the rejection region may fall on both the sides. The last concept associated with the testing of hypothesis is type 1 error and type 2 error. When we reject a true hypothesis, it is called a type 1 error. Alternatively, when we fail to reject a false hypothesis, it is type 2 error. Error possibility indicates probability of wrong inferences. Now let's learn what are the steps involved in the process of testing of hypothesis. The first step is to state null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. Next step is to decide a suitable level of significance. The level of significance denotes the probability of rejecting the null hypothesis when it is true. As a thumb rule, it is taken as either 5% or 1%. The third step is to decide suitable test statistic. The test statistic could be T, Z, chi-square or F depending on various assumptions to be discussed later videos. The fourth step is to compute the value of test statistic. The last step is to make a decision on whether the hypothesis can be rejected or not. This will be discussed in greater detail in later videos. Now let's summarize what we have learned in this video. We were discussing a hypothesis is an educated guess. We discussed the concepts of hypothesis and the steps involved in testing hypothesis.